Hello ladies and gentlemen, Exentor here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now in today's video we're going to be discussing the new and upcoming Infinite Flight update. Now this is regarding only the ERJ-175 rework. Now just to clear up, we don't know if it's going to be in the 22.6 update, and we do not know if it's coming with the F18, but I think both of those are quite likely to occur. But if it doesn't come in 22.6, I expect it in 22.7. Now, today I'm going to be discussing with you guys some of the liveries I'm expecting to come with this rework. Now, hopefully, we will have a few more than the 4 choices we currently have. So right now, I think we got this US Airways aircraft. We have Air Canada, Northwestern Airways, I think, and just a generic livery. So I think they are the 4 we currently have. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we definitely have Air Canada and the generic. I'm not sure on the 4th. So we're going to be discussing some of the liveries I expect to come. Now I have a big list of airlines which used to operate the E175 and airlines which currently operate the E175 in Infinite Flight. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got about 15 different liveries which I think could potentially come, and it's definitely not unlikely that they won't all come. Infinite Flight have known to completely increase the livery size and options of aircraft in previous reworks and updates. So starting off on the E175, we'll go through airlines which according to Wikipedia, so yeah, unfortunately we're basing our facts off Wikipedia today, who used to fly the E175, or they might still fly it bits, but I'm not here to get those facts right, unfortunately. But those of you will be able to correct me in the comments down below, and we can discuss it there as always. So that'd be quite fun. Now, so Alitalia is the first airline which pops into mind when discussing the E175 now here. So it was of course first alphabetical order, and that is the first airline I'm actually expecting. So I am expecting Alitalia livery because I think it's quite a popular airline among Infinite Flight. Because we've got it on the 777, the A321 I think as well, and maybe a few other aircraft. So I think the Alitalia as well will go quite nice, because if you're thinking about hopping between cities in Italy, I think the E175 Alitalia livery would be a perfect match for that. Now, second one we've got is Azul Airlines. Now, Azul again will be a lovely fit, I think, to the E175 fleet if you're thinking about, I believe they're a Brazilian or South American based airline. So again, if you just want to do some casual flights in South America, I think the Azul livery would be a great job for that. So I think definitely that's one worth looking out for, is the Azul livery. And I do think both of these liveries should come in the update with the ERJ rework. I think they're very likely. Now the next one I've got is Compass Airlines. Now I don't know where they're based out of. Actually, I do believe Compass is the American Airlines version of it. I'll just quickly Google it now for us all. Compass Airlines, here we go. And the E175. So I think they are, so Compass Airlines are also the American Eagle, or according to Google. Someone might be able to let me know a little bit more on that detail. And I'm not too sure if we already have this in a small aircraft, but I think again, to get like the Delta and the American Eagles and the United, like CityLinks, like all of these big, American airlines, get their smaller intercity aircraft on the E175, I think would be definitely worthwhile. In addition, in the E175 rework update. Now the next airline we've got is one of my favourite. I have a little bit of a soft spot for this airline. I know we have it on the E190, I believe, always, so maybe you'll be able to guess it. It's a British airline of type, and I do believe they did recently go into administration or something, but I think they are flying yet again. And this airline is Flybe. Now apparently Flybe of the E175 were used to, and I think just having again a bit more of a larger Flybe fleet in Infinite Flight would be something quite good and quite cool if you ask me. So I definitely think we should be seeing that in the upcoming E175 update. And also because it would go along, because we've got the Dash 8 and the E190 I said, so I think how much would it hurt to have one additional aircraft on the E175 in the Flybe livery. So yeah, I think that'd be quite cool. And the next old livery we've got is the Oman Air livery. and I think it's quite likely we'll see that. I believe they used to fly like from Oman to Istanbul, so they do some longer flights with that Oman Air livery there. So I think that is also another likely livery which we will hopefully be seeing in the upcoming 22.6 or 7 or the ERJ rework update. So I think those 5 liveries that I've just spoken to you all about, I think they're all very likely to be coming. Maybe some more than other, but I think Alitalia is probably the least likely out of them to be seen. But if Infinite Flight do what they always do, they do also normally whack in some weird liveries, like we've had Sunday Airlines, I think, or just some weird liveries that I have never really seen or heard of before from those airlines. So hopefully Infinite Flight will whack in a few weird airlines, and I do have a few noted down for us all. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will see those 5 liveries, because they are definitely 5 I'd certainly fly. Now, moving on to airlines which currently definitely operate the E175, which I can confirm. In first, we've got Bellavia Airlines. Now, I probably said that wrong. I probably definitely said that wrong, actually. And they actually operate the E175, and they are a Belarusian airline, so Europe. And I think it's just cool, so if you're hopping in between Eastern European countries, I think that livery would be ideal for that, really, as long as you're going to Belarus as one of your stops, because I don't feel like Infinite Flight has much accommodation for flying into Belarus at the moment. So that is what I believe will be happening. I can definitely see it being added to Infinite Flight, but I can also see them just being like, nah, we're not going to add this at all. So I'm not too sure, but I certainly do expect the Belarusian airlines. I don't know why I'm looking at the gear there. Sorry. Now, the next airline on my list is, again, another bit of a weird one. It's called Envoy Air, or Envoy Airlines, and it's the largest regional carrier for American Airlines. So again, I believe it's one of like the little American Eagle thingies. So pretty much just the same as the Compass thing I was telling you about earlier. I'm not too sure how they work, the Envoy Air, so I think they just operate the flights for American Airlines in them smaller aircraft. Someone could let me know down below if you know, that'd be greatly appreciated. Just always trying to widen the knowledge, you know. Now, the next airline I have for us all is indeed, it is a little island in the Pacific, and it's called Fuji Dream. Now, I have no idea why you're flying E175s in Fuji. I presume it's between the local like islands that are out there. But yeah, the Fuji Dreams airline livery, it's got massive like FDA written on it. It's a really pretty livery, especially the red one, the yellow one, the blue one, purple one. They've got so many different colours. So it'd actually be really cool if Infinite Flight did add like all of their different colours, and you could choose between the colours, because you could either have the yellow, the blue, the green, the orange, the purple, the pink, the gold. So I think that would definitely be a great addition for Infinite Flight to add with the Fuji Dreams, and you could just have so many different options, and I do think it is quite cool. Now, I've just realised I said about a minute or two ago, Fuji, it's not an airline, of course, it's a mountain in Japan. I was thinking of Fiji. I'm very sorry for that mistake. Oops. So yeah, I think it's definitely a very likely airline, and I really would love to see it as well, because it would make some little regional stuff in Japan, because I know the Mount Kilimanjaro or airport, whether it's now 3D as well, and it looks really good in Infinite Flight. But yeah. So I think that's a very likely one as well. Now, the next one we've got is Horizon Air. And if I'm not mistaken, Horizon Air operate in the Hawaii region of the world. I think, sorry, they are Alaskan, so they're joint with Alaskan, the Horizon Air. Now, I'm not too sure if we currently have that in Infinite Flight. I don't know if we had the Horizon Air. But I must have been thinking of Hawaiian Airlines. But yeah, so they're joint with Alaskan Airlines, and I think, again, just seeing the Alaskan livery would be quite cool in the E175. We do have it on a few aircraft already in Infinite Flight, I believe. So that's quite cool. Now, the next ones, I'm going to put these two together with this one. So it's KLM. We already got it on one of the Embraer jets, I think, in Infinite Flight. So I think it, again, makes it very likely to be on the E175 as well. Considering we already have it on one of the E190, I think, or it might be the E170. Also, we got a lot, which is as well already on one of the Ejects in Infinite Flight, I believe. So that's again a really, really cool one. And I could definitely see Infinite Flight adding it on, because we do have a lot on quite a few of the airlines in Infinite Flight. So quite a few aircraft in Infinite Flight have a lot. Now the next one we're going to do is Mauritiana Airlines. So now this time I'm pretty sure it's an island. I don't know where Mauritiana is actually. It's either in the Indian Ocean or the Pacific. But yeah, again, a little island topping out there in the Pacific if you feel like it. And I think that would be a great addition to Infinite Flight there, seeing some airlines for the islands. So again, another great addition. Now the final airline I'd like to include for us all is Royal Jordanian. Now this is the airline I meant earlier when I seen them fly into Istanbul. They used to fly into Istanbul Ataturk because I've been there a few times and seen their Ejects there. So that is another really cool addition, and something we will hopefully see soon. Now, if you did enjoy this YouTube video on potential liveries coming to Infinite Flight on the ERJ-175 rework, let me know down below if you did enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you as well again in my next YouTube video. Good night.
Find your way.